What's up, everyone? This is Danielle and Leon from the Collective Genius, live from Clearwater. Leon, you hosted a hot seat room today.
Yep.
How many investors did you hear from today?
16 total presentations, and I believe we had a total of 40 people in the room, not only in the room, but also in the virtual room for those that couldn't make it. So we had a lot of feedback on people's challenges. So we ran a little over on time, but I feel like we've made some great connections today.
Very nice.
Yep.
So with regards to challenges that you heard in your room, what were some of the common challenges that you heard?
The market's on fire, as everyone knows. This hasn't changed from our last quarter. What I'm starting to see a lot more of consistently, now there's always been big players that have really focused on scaling through people, right? That's in order to continue to grow, you gotta have the right butts, right seats. I've heard this probably through our organization many a times on the social media stuff that we do. But it's now starting to, it's funny, I said this today in the room, I said, finally, people are starting to listen that you win with people. And so the consistent message across the board were really being intentional with hiring the right people and making sure that the systems and processes are set up to make sure that when you do bring on the right person with the right culture, with the right work ethic, everything that you're looking for, that you can keep them.
Right.
Nothing worse than recruiting, no different than sports. Recruiting the right person for your team and you can't coach them up. You can't keep them. And we heard a lot of, now that I'm doing this, how do I continue to add value and continue to be better? I heard some great vulnerability in our room today, which is so crucial. I mean, everything can't be butterflies and lollipops. This is what I tell my group quite often. It can't be. In order for us to get better, we have to continue to talk about the warts. What's going wrong in our business? And I felt like Steve Train today, among others, really talked about being a leader. He was one of many that gave a presentation. This is the last presentation of the day that I just did recently that I just heard. It's fresh in my mind. And so he did a great job of talking about how he looked at himself in the mirror. He had the person in the right seat, fit the culture, was a fighter, great for the position, and how he just really focused in on how could I keep her? How can I be better? So I will say these challenges aren't much different from quarter to quarter, but they're evolving.
Right.
They're different challenges, bigger challenges, not necessarily volume-wise, but just from a mindset and how do I have better leaders in each role, not only from an acquisitions person, but the sales manager, I heard today the CIO, which used to be Chief Information Officer. Now they've switched it and they call it Chief Integrator. I forget the last part of it, but it was CIO. It works, I promise you. We'll learn about it later. But the CIO role was people now starting to realize that, and I know I'm long-winded here, but they're now starting to realize that you can have a CEO and a COO, but the COO is not always the integrator. So see at the next level of these issues, it used to be, I need an integrator, I need a COO. Now it's, no, my COO is not my integrator. I can also have a visionary in that role and level up to CEO. I know I'm getting in the weeds here, but it was really, really good stuff here. From 15, we had in our, not giving away who won, I think we had 14 of the 15 get a vote.
Okay.
Today, or of people that said these were presentations that really resonated with me, both in the virtual world, because we had both. We had virtual presentations and in person.
So there was value all the way around. So for everyone, for those who don't know, our hot seats, the hot seat winner is judged by the best give in the room.
Yep.
So for everyone to kind of get that nod, someone was able to take away something from everyone's presentation.
That's the key part of this is, it's a long day. We started today at, goodness, what time was it? It was 11 o'clock?
Yeah.
10 o'clock? I don't remember. It's been so long. And we didn't stop until 7. So it's a long day. But what my biggest takeaway was that everyone got something, at least one thing that they can apply tomorrow, the next day, and the next day after that. And that's the thing is that these grease the wheels for future relationships.
Right.
If I'm brand new to this group and I'm struggling with hiring and scaling, and someone just talked about it from an expert level, I know who I need to go talk to and build a relationship and maybe even do an office visit.
Right. Well, and that segues perfectly into my
You're
next
welcome.
question. So what connections make in your room today that would help our members, the member presenting, solve their challenge or help them scale?
I was blessed today. As a facilitator, it's not often that your room can carry the connection. What I mean by that is this. The individuals that were presenting, I had 2 or 3 members in my room or the virtual room that raised their hand and said, that's something I can help them with. And at the same time, they just presented on something that could help me as well. Their give was something that can help me, and their challenge is something I can help them with. So it's a symbiotic relationship that just automatically happened in my room today that I was pretty pleased with. Obviously, there were some connections that are outside of that room. We ran 4 different hot seat rooms today. And so there's some members in other rooms that I'm going to connect those people, cross-connect in other rooms because the membership base is what it is. But I will say that I was really happy. It made my job really easy today because it is important in a mastermind setting that not one mind is connecting. It's got to be others that are reaching out and saying, I'm the person that can help you with that, because they're paying it forward. Someone did it for them when they first came in CG, and now they're doing it for someone else.
That's the collective part, collective genius.
Yeah, kind of play on words works, doesn't it? Yeah.
Leon, thank you so much for your time tonight. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Good being with you. Sorry to interrupt.
No. If you're interested in connecting with Leon and other visionary leaders here at CG, visit us at learnmoreaboutcg.com to request your invitation to our next event. Thank you so much.
Great job. Thank you.